Good morning, eighth grade. Today and tomorrow you'll be working with a group and you will be working on this periodic table escape room. Please make sure that you listen to and go back into the directions for each slide so that you are successful in completing this escape room. So let's get started. Here's some hints. So sometimes you'll need to click on images in the slides and drag them or make other changes to them. Other times you will read some information before answering questions or solving riddles. And look at all the pieces of a puzzle before you start. Some of these puzzles are more than one slide. Okay, puzzle 1. At the station, you will read the directions in the scrambled letter message. You will organize the scrambled pile of properties, element names, and element symbols into 3 categories. You will classify them as metals, nonmetals, or metalloids in that specific order. So you will not move these 3, you will be moving all of these. Then the code is how many boxes are that go with metals. That's the first number of the code. The second number of the code is how many boxes go with nonmetals. And the third number of the code is how many boxes go with metalloids. Puzzle 2. First, you have to decode this grid. This particular puzzle is 2 slides. So if you look here, B1, you go down to B, you go over to 1. B1 is F. Then we have B4. Go down to B, go across to 4. Now, I and J are both in 4, but there are no words that are FJ, so you know it's going to be FI. You need to break the code before you continue on. And if you go into edit mode, you can actually type, because there's text boxes with each of these, or you can just write it on a piece of paper. Then the second part of this, you are going to find the sum of all these triangles. So the top number is the atomic number of that element. The bottom left is the period number, and the bottom right is the group number. So you're going to figure out the missing triangle information by using a periodic table, and then you're going to add all the triangles together, and then you are going to use the sum as your code. All right. So puzzle 3. You're gonna, first of all, you need to solve for this puzzle. So 18. So you go, you find 18. 18 is S. Then you find 14. 14 I cannot see is 14 is O. And you're going to fill this out as you figure that part out. Then what you're going to do is you are going to organize a scrambled pile of elements and symbols. 6 symbols and names match. 3 element symbols and 3 element names won't match. Then you need to go to the periodic table and do the directions that was on the slide before. This slide, you're going to count the tile points in order. So you're going to try to figure out what the answers are for these. And then you're going to use these Scrabble pieces here to figure out how much each word is worth. For instance, if the word here would be me, I would have a 3 and a 1. So the answer for this would be 4. And so you're going to put the answer for this one, and then the answer for this one, and then the answer for this one, and the answer for this one in order as your code. Now this one, so your valence electron. So we have talked about this valence shells before. The first valence shell can hold 2 electrons. The second and third valence shell can hold 8 electrons. So what it's asking you here is determine the valence electron. So how many electrons are in the outer shell? So let's look at this one particularly. So this is, we look down here, that's beryllium. Beryllium has an atomic number of 4, which means it has 4 electrons. So in the first valence shell, it has 2, and then the second valence shell, it also has 2. So you need to write down the number 2. Then once you get all the numbers, you need to put them in order from most to least, highest number to lowest number, and that is how you will find the code to solve that puzzle. Okay, on this slide, you will find the answer for the task card questions. And then you'll count the total number of A's, the total number of B's, the total number of C's, and the total number of D's for the 4-digit code in that order. If you cannot read this, if you're in the edit mode, if you hit Control minus, that will make it bigger, or you can just go into present mode. Okay, so this puzzle. You are going to look at the periodic table and you're going to try to figure out the identity of the 3 elements. So the first one gives you the atomic number. The second one tells you that there's 2 full energy levels. So that's talking about valence shells. So both the first and second shell are full. That should tell you the atomic number. And the third one is silver colored, very reactive metal with 1 valence electron in period 4. So look in period 4 and figure out which one has 1 valence electron. Okay, that is the last slide for this puzzle. Good luck, and you will have today and tomorrow to complete it. Have a great day.